what's up everyone? This week we will be doing this large piece of elm. I don't think it's actually burl, but as you can see it is, it grew very strange. It was a very rough looking tree. I kind of rounded it up some with the chainsaw, and I'm gonna try and make a large hollow form. This piece is still quite wet. I think the tree was cut down a few months ago, but yeah, we're at over 30% moisture content right now. Alright, for the outside of this piece we'll be using a 5/8 bull gouge, hurricane bull gouge, with a swept back grind on it. I like those long wings for doing shear scraping. That's probably the only tool I'll use on the outside. The inside, I'll probably do some of it by hand and try to finish it with my hollowing rig. Let's see how fast we can spin this thing. Alright, 425, that's as much as I can get. I'm just trying to figure out which side I want to be top and bottom. This side has the bug holes in it. I don't know if I really want that across the top. It could look nice. On this side I could do like a live edge opening. We got a big void that goes in really deep here. That's gonna end up being a hole through the piece. This will probably mostly get turned away. This will leave holes in areas at least. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have this be the top. We'll flatten this off. Get a tenon put on the bottom of here. Alright, well, as you can see, I did remove the majority of the bark. You really should remove it before you turn. The bark can be full of dirt, which is, obviously not good for your tools. And I did blow out some of these bug holes, or blew out the bug holes, because that stuff that's left behind, that stuff can take the edge off your tools too. So it's best to get as much of that stuff out of here, or out of the piece, as possible before you start turning it. Another thing, standing here looking at this, having some difficulties coming up with a design. because the heights are so much different. I don't really want to cut it off, you know, down about yay far to get to the height of the center point. Kind of thinking maybe like a somewhat wide mouth vase with a natural edge. Like I said, if I go down to the center point, I'm going to take at least 3 inches off here. I might just swoop this down, give it a somewhat small foot, and then kind of roll the top end a little ways. The majority of this will probably be open. And down here it'll be closed off, but up top it'll probably be open along with this. I don't know, I don't normally have a plan. I just kind of wing it and go with the flow. So we'll start cutting some more off and see what kind of shape comes out. And I do got speed up to 550 now. Hey, welcome back everyone. I'm gonna start cleaning out the inside of this. This could be a challenge because there is not a smooth spot on here for me to put a steady rest. So I'm gonna do this without a steady rest, and you know that's quite a distance off the headstock, and you know it's a larger size piece, and it's not really an industrial lathe, but we'll see how it goes. I'll take it slow, but we should be able to get it. This is just a 1-inch spiral bit. That's what I normally start with. They seem to cut better than like Fosner bits. Alright, well, I got it drilled out with a 2-inch bit. That's the biggest bit I have. And for cleaning it out, we're going to be using this. I can't fit it in the camera. But it's a tool I made, you know, a homemade tool. The end of it is just from a pry bar. Then I just cut the end down to make a flat spot. Kind of recessed it a little bit to make it more center or whatever. And just got a little steel cutter in there. I have a couple different cutters I can put on there. I'm probably going to change this one. But it's, I don't know, probably close to 36 inches long. So it does pretty good for deeper pieces like this. Get a good amount of leverage with it. This is the other cutter I have. This is a holder. This piece. And so it's just a chunk of half-round shaft. It comes with the, I believe it's the Robert Sorby. Yeah. It's actually the cutter of this Robert Sorby, you know, swan neck or whatever, hollower, which I'll be using on this piece too. But I'm going to get the center opened up before I do anything else. So let me get this changed. Well, this is going to take a long time, so. Hey, just a little update on the piece, how Halloween's going. Get some light in there. And now you can't see. There you go. See, we got, you can see straight through it. Getting there. We got a little bit more to take off on the top. Sidewall is still pretty thick, but that's a lot of wood to take out. Alright, well, I don't know where this shut off at. Somehow it shut off by itself. But anyways, the Hunter carbide tip seems to be working pretty good in here. The more vertical you tilt it, the less aggressive it is. 900 RPMs. It did not like 1,000. Alright, well, I'm going to call that good for the inside. It's pretty smooth. There's definitely some tear out in there, but with the piece being wet and, you know, this type of grain here, you're really not going to, you know, you're always going to have tear out, especially when working with scraper tools. But it should be good enough to sand. The tear out is not that bad. It just pretty much raised the grain like it did here. But tomorrow I'll give the outside here one final shear scrape. You know, get any high spots out. And then we can sand it. And I'm thinking about burning all these edges. It's I haven't decided yet. Thinking about burning the live edge. Let me know. Would you burn them? Would you leave them like they are? Scotch-Brite pad. You put on the Dremel. It seems I can get in there and get the majority of it. And what I can't get with that, I got a little hand brush I'll use. Well, I don't know if this is going to work out or not, but I have this long extension for sanding inside here. And it has a little 1-inch pad on the end of it that lost the Velcro part of it. That fell off the other day. So I took one of them soft foam backer pads, cut some slits in it so it can fold, and I super glued that onto the end of it. Now, we're going to see if that stays on there and how well it can sand the inside of this piece. Alright, well, all the sanding is done. It's all cleaned up. The edges are all smoothed out. I was gonna put Danish oil on this, but I just realized that I only have a few drips of it left. But we'll try this, and I don't know, maybe a coat of beeswax on top of it or something. If I want just a little more shine. We're just going to soak it down in this. I didn't want to put water looks on it. I didn't want it to have that high gloss shine. I don't have any other matte finish or low gloss, whatever they call it. All I have is the gloss. And there ain't nothing wrong with some old school finish. It's much easier to apply, that's for sure. Piece has definitely got a heavy side to it. Doesn't want to. It always wants to roll back to one side. Down inside these bug holes. Get all the edges. Alright, there it is in the upright position. You guys can get an actual look at it. So yeah, I'm going to let that dry overnight. And we'll put the second coat on tomorrow. And then maybe take the tenon off the bottom. See you guys tomorrow. Alright, let's try this again. Last time some dummy forgot to turn on that microphone, so you couldn't hear anything I said. But here's the finished piece. Finished off about 9.5 inches tall, 10.5 inches wide. I have not removed the foot yet. The piece is still quite wet. It's about 25% last I checked. So I want to wait till it dries out more before I take this off. That way the foot will stay flat and it won't be rocking on whatever that it's sitting on. And it'll probably need one more coat of finish once it's dry too. So to get that. I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to take the tenon off, and just, a little bit of this. So it's not really going to change the look of anything or the height of anything. So everything's going to stay the same. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider hitting that thumbs up. You guys could leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the piece, about the video. What kind of pieces you'd like to see in upcoming videos. I would greatly appreciate that. Anytime you get comments or likes, views, that all helps with the algorithm. It helps YouTube push my content to more people, which helps grow my channel. So anything you guys can do to help me do that, I would be greatly appreciative of it. And I will try to continue making videos on a weekly basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you back here next week. Until then, take care.